Hey, check it out. That's Canada. Hello, neighbors. We, however, are in the United States, the northern edge here where the Rainy River flows out of Rainy Lake, which makes up a huge part of Voyageurs National Park. This area is perhaps best known in the winter months as being the ice box of the nation. But come on, look at this weather. This place is gorgeous, and we're going to show you all it has to offer. This is Travel Perks, and we're in International Falls.
Every place has a story to tell, and if you're willing to pay attention, it'll let you in on all it has to offer. They call me Perk. For the last couple decades, I've told stories for a living, and the thing I've loved most about it is the opportunity to really immerse myself, especially when it comes to traveling. From the signature spots to off the beaten path, discovering all that makes these towns and areas unique. From the attractions to the activities, the food, the drinks, the lodging, the shopping, but mostly the people and why they love where they live. This is Travel Perks, and we're in International Falls. Many consider this border town to be just that, a place you go through customs to or from Canada, but then move on to other destinations. But if you bypass this charming area, you'll have missed some amazing experiences. We're here to show you just what you can take advantage of when you visit International Falls and the vicinities around it. And when you do spend time here, you'll find a wide array of options to set up shop. Plenty of hotels and lodges scattered throughout the area, but also houseboats. If there's one spot in the country that sports those in abundance, it's here on Rainy Lake. We decided, though, to check out a spot in nearby Rainier. It's a stunning and relatively new boutique hotel yards away from the shore called the Cantilever. My room, spacious and inviting, is one of 31 in this 3-story hotel. Industrial vibes, high ceilings, clawfoot tubs. This locally owned hotel will definitely be a great home base. As a matter of fact, the Cantilever was just named the best hotel in the state by the Minnesota Star-Tribune.
The Cantilever actually opened its doors back in January of 2020, which to the day was 100 years after the beginning of Prohibition, which is fitting because this is also an award-winning distillery as well as a hotel, something we will check out later for sure. But for now, I'm just enjoying this view of Rainy Lake, except I kind of want to be out on it. Let's go.
Onto a pontoon where Captain Matt has a tank full of gas, and we're going to need it. Rainy Lake is 60 miles long. We're traveling about 50 miles of it to beautiful Kettle Falls. It might seem like a long ride, but what you see on the excursion across may be some of the most gorgeous natural beauty I've ever seen in Minnesota.
All right, we made it to beautiful Kettle Falls, where we're going to meet up with Jackie. She's a park ranger to tell us more about this spectacular area.
Wow. You're looking north into the U.S., south into Canada.
I'm looking south into Canada?
Yes. But yes, you're looking south into Canada. This is one of the few places.
In the world, probably, that you can look south into Canada.
There's another place in Michigan, too.
Is there?
Yeah.
That you can look south into Canada. And there it is. That's wild. Tell us a little bit about Voyageurs as a whole, if you don't mind. I just think this area is so splendid. How big are we talking is Voyageurs National Park?
We're talking 218,000 acres.
Wow.
And 40% of that is water.
As a ranger who is living up here and in and amongst this beauty, does it ever get old? It's just so stunning, right?
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Every day I'm like, I have the best job ever. I get to explore Voyageurs.
I did a bit of exploring myself and wound up at the Kettle Falls Hotel. A dozen guest rooms here at this place. It's been around for over 100 years and is now part of the National Park Service.
And when you're here, you have to check out this amazing bar area and notice the floor, the slope and the slant. Unbelievable.
I didn't partake in any of the offerings at this hotel bar. Instead, I made my way back across Rainy to the Cantilever because remember, as I mentioned, it's not just a hotel, but a distillery too.
Charlie Fuller, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. Yeah.
Welcome to the distillery.
Thank you. Show us around if you would. Oh wow, what's this? Holy cow.
So,
this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, so we're walking into the still room. Obviously everybody's favorite piece is this big copper still. So this is produced in Germany, just for us. And it's kind of a hybrid, so you can make whiskeys on it, you can make clear spirits on it too.
The ingredients themselves, you guys take a lot of pride in what those are and where they're sourced from.
Yeah, so all the whole grains we receive are from Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
it's great.
Yeah.
And the water?
Right around here, this is actually Canadian shield water.
Okay.
So it's glacial melt water.
Oh, wow.
Really good. Inside of here, we have our hammer mill. It's basically, we take our whole grains and it pulverizes them into, we use 3/32 of an inch. I don't know why that's important, but I'm telling you that anyway. So.
We're going with it. 3/32 of an inch. Do you enjoy the end product? Are you tasting as well?
Yeah, I have a stack of resumes of people applying to be the taster.
On this night, I am granted that job.
The cantilever name was inspired by the Cantilever Bridge, a replica of which sits behind me. That was the main thoroughfare between here and Canada in which booze was transported during the Prohibition. And speaking of alcohol, from the distillery here, we're going to start with the straight bourbon. It says 97 proof. Smooth. Very, very good. Very good. All right, next on deck, straight rye. Oh, that's yummy. All right, we're moving on to our gin. This is the Juniperous gin. Rich, I like it. I like it. That's good. And finally, our barrel finished gin. Okay. Ooh. Which is a great way to finish. A tremendous flight by my new best friend, Charlie, who's actually going to take us out on a sunset cruise.
I mean, come on. Any opportunity to get back out on Rainy Lake is worth it. But I must say, seeing it in the early evening really is a treat. I even got to see the Cantilever Bridge itself. We also got a glimpse of some eagles as well. We must be on the American side of the lake. Dusk is a special time up here, but when things get fully dark, you'll get the chance for some of the best stargazing you can possibly imagine. And we took advantage of it by getting a tour of the night skies with an astronomy expert.
We've got a dark sky certificate at the park here up in the Voyagers National Park. So I brought my telescopes with me and I moved out here, and it's something that people get a real big kick out of. And
It's like a half moon.
It's at a half moon right now, and it's
Oh my God.
it's really
Oh my God.
cool to see it with that half shadow, because that shadow really illuminates all the craters, the mountain ranges, and all the textures of it.
I'm seeing more stars right now than I've seen in a long time.
the star field above our heads is amazing.
One of the things that a lot of people talk about, that get excited about up here especially, is the Northern Lights. Because when I think of
Sure.
Northern Lights, I think of one of the primary places is around here, right?
Of course, you know, it's not down to a science yet, because it's, again, like trying to chase a lightning bolt in a cloud. You can't really predict, but when the sun is active, just these pillars of purple and white and green, and it's game changing.
There's so many things about the natural beauty of this area of the country that is really unmatched.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The next morning, I headed into town and a stop at the can't-miss Coffee Landing Cafe.
This place is phenomenal in the summers.
For sure. No, we got a piece of paradise for sure here in the summer. And in the winter, if you find out what you like to do, you can call that paradise too, if you like ice fishing, snowmobiling, stuff like that. So, you know, it suits a lot of people that live here. They enjoy it for sure.
Iced vanilla latte in hand, I decided to check out the downtown area of I Falls.
International Falls legend Bronco Nagurski in the inaugural Pro Football Hall of Fame class.
And I had to pop in here. Border Bob's is an iconic marketplace, dubbed the last building in the United States. Name it, this place has it. Artwork, clothing, the works. even replicas of record-caught fish. That walleye has me inspired. Might have to head back out onto Rainy Lake for that. Couldn't leave, though, without sampling their renowned homemade fudge.
Okay, I gotta try the plain chocolate latte.
It's pretty heavenly.
People have been talking this up, just so you know.
I hope it lives up to the
I've heard about you guys, so this is awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna need some more of that. Yeah.
From the busy hub of town, I made my way to a much more remote spot tucked away in a bog. It's a relatively new attraction in the Voyagers Park area where solitude seekers can really find seclusion.
This Tilson Creek Bog Walk really is something special. You feel like you're in a whole nother world out here. The plank-style path goes on quite a ways also. Highly recommend if you're up this way to check out this bog walk. Now, we're gonna hit the lake, Rainy Lake, again, where I'm gonna meet up with Jason Ellman, a professional fishing guide up here. Hopefully he's gonna get me on that walleye once and for all.
I got hooked up with the right guide. Jason put us on fish in a hurry, and a variety of fish at that.
We have a good decent population of fish in this, no matter what you want to chase.
Right.
And we've got some absolute giants. There's some really gems in here. You can catch out of any species that's in here, you have the opportunity to catch a fish of a lifetime.
That's the beauty of fishing a lake as massive as Rainy.
This lake is so big, no joke, so big. We're almost 55 miles wide, 33 miles north and south. I could drive around storms all the time. That's not a joke at all. So we'll see a thunderstorm coming across and I will literally get up on plane, I will drive around to the side of it or to the back side of it after it's passed and continue fishing.
Have you traveled all around this lake? Do you know it all by heart now, or is it like too big to where you can't even do that?
I'm not comfortable saying I know it by heart, but I know it pretty darn well.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Nice. That's a good looking crappie, isn't it?
Yes, it's a beautiful crappie.
It's really good.
It's a really good example of some of the fish. You got one on there?
Oh, I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Oh, I had it, shoot. What in the world?
Eventually, I did reel in a fish, and sure enough, it was that elusive walleye.
That's a dandy, dude. That is a dandy.
I just gotta bring it home.
All right. Bring that net out
Yep.
front of you here.
Oh, Rainy Lake, provide to me your bounty.
Yeah.
Come on.
Keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. There's dinner, buddy. There's dinner.
Oh, Jason.
Awesome. Wanna hold them?
Sure, yeah. Give him a little love. Give him a little love.
How about we keep them in the center of the boat, right?
Yeah, yeah. Northern water excursions, everybody. What's the thing on the bottom? Is that just a blood blister or something that I just gave him?
That's like a bug,
Oh, is it really?
a leech, bloodsucker.
Okay.
Oh,
My bad, dude.
that's okay. That's called a Rainy Lake release.
Rainy Lake release just happened.
Now you're wondering what to do with the towel?
Oh, thanks. That was a keeper too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Dang it!
Back to shore, actually to a beautiful lakefront restaurant called Shay Shay, and a chance to reflect on a great outing on Rainy.
All right, Jason, my personal walleye might have jumped the ship, but I'm eating walleye sandwich. She's like the next best thing, I'm thinking.
Absolutely. You know, it's a good thing we had a couple in the box and we're able to come to a place like Shay Shay or Thunderbird where we can have them cook them up for us and go from there, right?
Yeah, I appreciate you carrying the load today. Hey, cheers, man. Thanks to a great weekend. What a great way to cap it off here on Rainy Lake.
I really enjoyed it, bud.
Appreciate it.
If you do get the opportunity to come up this way, do it. International Falls is a place not just to get away, but it's where memories are created. From Rainy Lake and Voyagers National Park, I Falls itself, and nearby towns like Rainier, this area is so full of things to do. There is such rich history, and there's such a bright future. But above all else, there's an abundance of natural wonderment. The splendor of this region is downright jaw-dropping, and I felt privileged to have been able to spend the time and meet the folks that I did. I'll be back, but until then, we're back on the road. Where it takes us, we'll find out next time on Travel Perk.